is and what to avoid when approaching Forex, like on the chart and like in real life, stuff like that, and risk management and how to set goals. Alright, so first things first. Forex, Forex stands for foreign exchange. So Forex is a foreign exchange market. You deal with the Great British Pound, U.S. dollar, the Swiss French dollar, Japanese yen, and gold and cryptocurrency stuff, a lot of stuff like that, and basically like when it comes to Forex, when you get into Forex, like something you should look out for, like in real life, like not even dealing with like charts and indicators stuff, like none of that, like really dealing with it, like with people, like don't mess around no IML, no MLM, no multi-level marketing, because that's just wasting your time. All you're gonna do is probably go in there and not probably, but you're gonna go in there and try to assign people, and it's not really based on trying to like help people reach their full potential in trading. The Forex market is just trying to get people to come on and get people to sign and spend some $300, $400, $500, and then it's not even a real trading program. It's just multi-level marketing for other people to make money. So that's something you need to be aware of and be able to see it when somebody's offering it to you, so you can avoid it and stuff like that. And let's see. Also, that's just one whole thing in and of itself. Actually, I'll make a whole video about that. Probably a whole 6 to 8 minute video about that, because that need to be taught that extensively in and of itself. And the next thing, which is we need to talk about is risk management. Like a lot of people come into Forex and thinking like they don't need good risk management. Like when you in Forex, like people say it's a 50-50 chance. It's not like really a 50-50 chance. If you don't know what you're doing, that 50-50 drops down to like 90-10 chance, because if you don't know what you're doing, you ain't gonna have success. Like that goes to anything. Like you can't go out on the football field and never run a route in your life and expect to be Julio Jones. It doesn't work like that. So if you don't prepare, and if you just watch one YouTube video or take one course, which is not an IML or nothing like that, just do that, and you think you're gonna be okay, you think you know everything, you're gonna get slapped in the face, bro. Like you're gonna lose $4-5 grand. Like you gonna get slapped in the face. And yeah, that's also another thing. You don't need $4-5 grand like to start trading. It's brokers out here who will let you put in $10 in the account. Matter of fact, I'll put their website in the description. And yeah, but back to risk management. Like if you ain't got good risk management, you ain't gonna succeed in this market, because if you have a take profit of about, let's say, 50 pips, but your stop loss is like at 150, that's nowhere near good risk management. You're gonna lose. You're setting yourself up for failure. But let's say it's reversed. And you got 150 take profit in pips and a 50 pip stop loss. That's not too bad. That's what 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio, reward to risk ratio. So like, depending on how you set your risk to reward, really does help benefit you, and helps bring up your win to losses ratio. Like if I come out trading and I'm like just going, like I know everything, like I'm real good, I've been practicing for a long time, but I ain't worried about my risk to reward at all. I go out and I'm like, okay, I see the market dropping, but I got I want to hit my stop loss before I even think about manually pulling out, getting out the trade. And I got a 75 pip stop loss with a 20 pip gain. Let's just say that. If I do that time after time, if I do that 7 times in a row, if I lose 7 times in a row, you know how long it's gonna take me to get back to where I once was, like where I started. Opposed to me coming out and having a 25 pip stop loss and a 50 pip take profit in pips. And if I lose, what I just say, what, 25 to what, 50? So if I lose twice in a row, but the next time I win once, I just took 2 L's off. I mean, like, that all depends on risk to reward ratio. If you don't take good time out to think about your trading account and think about how much you should be risking, which is 1%. With you should only risk 1% of your account, because if you go out, if you got a $100 account and you just come out trying to risk $50, you might as well stay where you at 9 to 5. You might as well not even try and get into Forex, because it ain't gonna work out for you, good buddy. It ain't gonna work out for you. But now if you come out with a $100 account and try and risk $10 and you lose, hell, you lose 5 times in a row. But you got your risk reward good, and you can lose 5 times in a row and only win once, and then you either break even or still be in profit off of one trade, opposed to losing 5. So I mean, like, it all depends on your risk reward. That's very important. And then, which is another thing that leads us to the next thing, which is goal setting. If you don't like have goals for like the day, the month, the year, if you don't have goals for that, then it's not good. Some people can do it, but at the same time, it's not recommended, because let's say if you have a $100 account, if you have a goal of making 1%, $10.
Oh, what did he say?
If you have a goal of making $10 a day, if you try and make that $10 right, then as soon as you hit $10, you're done. You're done with trading for the day. You're good. You can go do whatever else you want to do for the rest of the day. Opposed to somebody who doesn't have a goal for the day, they get $10, 1% of their account.
What did you say, nigga?
And then next thing you know, they get that $10 and they're like, oh, I want more. I want to go get more. They just want to be greedy. Then next thing you know, they go from having $10 profit to having negative $30, because they want to be greedy and try and take every single trade that they can, thinking they're the man basically. And now look at them, $30 in the hole, opposed to somebody who got $10 profit for the day. It all depends on risk management and goal setting. It's real important. And if you don't goal set for the day, the week, the month, half a year, and then the whole year, if you don't goal set for those, and not just goal set, but understand you have to be flexible at the same time, because some days you might make $50. One day you might make $5. One day you might be down $3. And hell, you might be lucky one day and get $300. Yeah, so you gotta have good goals, realistic goals. Not thinking I'm gonna have a $100 account and my goal is to have $200 in a day. No, have a realistic goal and have good risk management, and just take your time with your trades. Don't try and FOMO, which stands for fear of missing out. Let me text me. But don't FOMO. Have no FOMO. Just fear of missing out. Don't have a fear of missing out on the trade, because if you think you're gonna miss out on the trade, and you think that about every single trade, then it's not gonna be good, because you're gonna try and jump the gun, or you're gonna try and get into the trade too late. Like if you try and get into a higher high, when you know getting well, you shouldn't be trying to get into no higher high. You should be trying to get into a higher low. You're gonna miss money, because it could hit not even hit a support. You could just, market can do anything. It's just dip right back down on you. Now that you got out of $3, out of $30, out of $300. So it's just knowing when to get in and not being greedy and everything. Basically, like, count your blessings in the market, because I mean, like, the market don't owe you nothing. I mean, like, for real. And plus, at the end of the day, can't nobody predict the future, what the market's gonna do. I mean, not predict. Can't nobody tell what the market's gonna do in the future, but you can predict it. That's why we have analytics. That's why we pay attention to the news. Trump come out and tweet something, or some other countries with to tweet something, or something just comes out about something, and the next thing you know, somebody's currency is dropping, or gold is dropping, or it's something skyrocketing up. And now somebody can either potentially lose money and gain money, you know. And yeah, that's where a lot of, you know, like, day-to-day things come in, like opposed to you just waking up and just getting on the chart every single day, instead of taking some time out, getting your mind right, and then you know, looking at the news and then getting into the trade. Make sure everything's cool with the market, everything's cool with your currency pair, everything is cool with you, because if your mind ain't right, and you ain't gonna be right while trading, you might as well just go get back in the bed, because you're your own boss at that point. If you're full-time trading, you're your own boss, you might as well go get back in the bed and take some time off to get right. I mean, because if you ain't right in your mind, if you ain't right physically and everything, then you shouldn't be trading right now. You should just focus on yourself and then get back into trading. But overall, just to sum up everything in this video, have good risk management, have realistic goals, don't be greedy, count some blessings, and just trade your ass off. Oh wait, I almost forgot. I be trying to end too soon. Hit the like button and subscribe for it, brother.